Cyrus. I'm trying to not be overly emotional so I can get my point across and reach out to anybody out there. Because I know you can't diagnose autism at 6 months old. And my son is currently 6 months old. My oldest, who is 10, did not get diagnosed with autism until she was almost 8. And I can't explain it, but since they wheeled me into the recovery room after I had him and I held him and I really got to look at him for the first time and have that first initial response, I broke down and cried and said, oh my God, he's like Cadence, which is my oldest daughter who's diagnosed with autism. And he's making eye contact, he's socially smiling, he's playing, his babbling didn't really start until we got his tongue clipped. I'm currently cooking dinner, so that's why I'm kind of on the stove. But while I'm focused, I tend to not cry as much with the thought of him possibly being autistic. And of course now he stops doing it. But there's hand movements that he does that make me question, is this the first sign of autism? And he was doing it a lot and kind of being in Cyrus world and playing a lot while he was in his chair while I'm cooking. I like to have my kids in the kitchen with me while I'm cooking at a very young age. My other two downstairs playing in the playroom. But I can't get over this feeling, and I feel like his pediatrician's not listening to me. I feel like people think I'm crazy. But the one thing that I can't get over is his hand mannerisms. And sometimes he'll kind of, sorry, that's kind of messy for me trying to give him food earlier, stimming, and then he kind of, every once in a while he'll do this with his hands, or he'll just hold him where I don't think that's a normal baby thing. And like he looks for something that he dropped. Did you drop the big carrot? And yes, I know that's a very big carrot for him to have, but he's 6 months old and he seems to want nothing to do with food. And so I'm just trying to get him used to different textures in his mouth that are safe. And one of the things I read said give him a whole carrot, so that's what I'm doing. I don't know. I was hoping he would still do all his crazy hand movements that he does when I started recording. Oh, what's wrong? Hi, little Mr. Octopus Man. Yes, Cyrus. Oh, there's my smile. Cyrus. So I don't know if I'm crazy or I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know how I will handle, because just the thought of him being autistic just makes my heart break. And it's not that I love him any less or anything. It's just, no one wants their kid to be autistic. No one wants their kid to have issues. No one wants their kid to have a harder life than what you want for them. And it's just, I'm just really, really struggling with, does he have autism? And if he does, how soon can I start getting treatments and therapies so that he doesn't struggle as much as our 10-year-old? So, please leave your comments if you've dealt with this thing, if you've dealt with kind of like the weird hand movements and then your kid was fine, or if I don't know, but he stopped doing most of his hand movements, of course, the second I started recording. So, anyway, let me know what you think.